Welcome back. One thing all new parents or soon-to-be parents like me think about is finding a good doctor for your kiddos. Dr. Andy Mikalowicz with OSF Children's Hospital of Illinois joins us this morning to tell us about local resources. Dr. Mikalowicz, good morning to you.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Well, what types of things do you all treat at the Children's Hospital of Illinois?
Yeah, so in pediatric orthopedics, we treat traumas in children, which are very seasonal, obviously more common during the summer. But we take care of the whole gamut of orthopedics just in children. So hip disorders, spine disorders, sports medicine, as well as neuromuscular disorders, cerebral palsy, a lot of genetic disorders. Basically everything in adults that they subspecialize in, we treat in pediatric orthopedics.
A lot more than just a broken arm and a leg, it sounds like.
That's true. Yep. One of the things that have changed in pediatric orthopedics over the last 20, 30 years is a lot of people are subspecializing. So, in our group, we have 4 of us now. I'm lucky to have quite a few. I'm more of the hip and sports medicine person, and other people are kind of focused on trauma and spine. So we all kind of have our little niches, but most of us do most everything.
Good. Well, yeah, I've got a baby coming on the way in September, so I'm glad to learn a lot from you this morning. Tell us why it's so important to take your child to a person dedicated to specifically pediatric orthopedics.
Yeah, so we go into pediatric orthopedics as a subspecialization because we love working with children, and we like to say that they're not just little adults. They have their own complex needs. And a lot of them can't articulate maybe what's hurting them or what's wrong, and we need to kind of dig a little bit deeper to get some of that information out. And unlike adults, a lot of children don't have some of the emotional, social situations that can make adult patient care a little bit different, and they just want to get better, and they want to get back on the playground and have fun and heal up.
All right, very good. Well, tell us about how these services go far beyond Peoria.
Yeah, so OSF has been sort of branching out in the Illinois, different areas, and now we take care of kids all the way to Danville, up to Chicago, and down to St. Louis. So the 4 of us in our group, we get a lot of referrals, which can make sometimes care a little bit challenging. So some of the telemedicine advances we've had with the pandemic have helped us to sort of reach children further out, but we're expanding.
Very good. Well, we like to be proactive in this segment. What are some things that you can educate new parents about to kind of be on the lookout for when it comes to taking care of their children?
Yeah, so one of the things I focus on is hip disorders in children. So hip dysplasia is very common. About 1 in 100 children have hip dysplasia or an abnormal morphology of the hip. And a lot of those children can be found with ultrasounds and great pediatric care, both at birth and right after. So we take care of a lot of that, and that's something to be on the lookout for. As well as scoliosis, which we do a lot of assessments in schools now, and we can tell, and the pediatricians send us a lot of their concerns for any curves in the spine. So that's kind of the majority. And then also just being careful on those playgrounds this summer, being careful on riding lawnmowers, and just we want everybody to be safe.
All right, some good tips there. Well, Doctor, thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
And we will share all of this information that's on our website, ciproud.com.